Let's now shift focus. US President Donald Trump is once again taking aim at America's voting system. Trump announced that he will sign a new executive order ahead of next year's midterm elections targeting mail-in ballots and voting machines. Trump says he's ready to lead what he calls a movement to ban mail-in ballots and eliminate voting machines, which he described as inaccurate, expensive, and controversial. In a social media post, the US president claimed that Democrats cheat at levels never seen before. He promised to sign an executive order to bring honesty to the 2026 midterm elections. This is not the first time Trump has spoken against mail-in ballots. Earlier this year, he signed an executive order on elections, but blocked by the courts after Democrat-led states sued. Trump also warned states to comply. The announcement came days after Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump claimed Putin agreed with him on ending mail-in ballots. Trump has long pushed his Republican allies to rewrite U.S. voting rules while claiming that he won the 2020 presidential election. From redistricting in Texas to get control of the House or to overhauling the voting system, the battle for the 2026 midterm is heating up, with President himself taking a political lead and unleashing his executive powers to clinch victory. Let's now talk to our correspondent Susan Teherani, who's joining us live from New York. Susan, good to see you. What problem does President Donald Trump have on the mail-in ballots and the voting machines?
Yeah, so mail-in ballots have been common here in the United States. They usually do a lot better in blue states, and also it's sort of got used and possibly a bit abused during the 2020 election because of COVID. And there were some discrepancies. Now, there hasn't been any widespread reporting of voter fraud. There were a lot of mistakes that were made, notably here in New York. But nonetheless, this has been an issue, not only for Donald Trump, but for Republicans as well. And then there's the issue of the voting machines that was front and center in 2020. Well, President Trump says that he wants to sign an executive order. Ultimately, the U.S. Constitution gives states and not the federal government authority over votes and over elections. So he would need the backing of Congress. And he also mentioned that there is no other country that does this except the United States. As far as we know, Canada, Switzerland, and Germany, they also have mail-in ballots. But nonetheless, this is a fight that the Republicans have been trying to fight, and President Trump seems to be leading it now going into the 2026 midterms.
Susan, very quickly, I know Trump said that if states do not comply, then there will be a problem. What are some of these states saying about this controversial statement by Trump?
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see how this moves forward. Well, the president does have authority, like I said, because the states are the ones that control elections. Ultimately, it would have to go through Congress. Democrats, for their part, they've been fighting to get people to vote without IDs, the voter ID issues. Republicans want the mail-in ballots to go away because most Republicans vote in person. So, both parties really, as we get closer to every election, they try to sort of bring the issue of voting and what's the right way to vote here in the United States as the forefront.
All right, Susan Teherani, good to see you. We'll have to end it there. Thank you.